Hey everyone, it's Max here from Reptile Fanatics. So this is one of our juvenile Japanese fire-bellied newts. Now as you can see, super shallow water. He's finally becoming more and more aquatic. So I've just given him some white worms in this very shallow part of the terrarium. So as you can see, he's kind of exploring with the water, wants to be more and more aquatic. So generally at night and even during the day, I'm finding him in the shallower parts of the terrarium. Now I haven't gone full tick with doing a full-blown water aquatic version for them, as because at this stage they are very much still terrestrial. For example, you'll see them soaking up their time on the driftwood or on the rocks, but this area here is nice little puddle that he can play with, he can explore. Not much vegetation, but we will get there. So the idea here is that when your juvenile Japanese fire-bellied newts or Chinese newts begin to explore more with their aquatic phase, you can either give them a couple of inches of water and have lots of vegetation so they can still climb and make sure they have access to oxygen when they need it, and also rocks and driftwood and things like that. You don't want to go full-blown aquatic like an axolotl environment, because they still have lungs and they need to breathe fresh air, and newts will often still be very terrestrial, even in adulthood. But as you can see, this guy is exploring, playing with the sand, playing with the debris, exploring this very small area, but really cool to see. It's a very exciting part of the journey of any fire-bellied newt owners, whether you breed them and you raise them from hatchlings phase all the way through their juvenile phase, and when they morph, or when you get your first juvenile fire-bellied newt, they will often show a lot of signs of being like a lizard, where they just spend all of their time on land and you're wondering, will they ever go aquatic? And then it's super exciting for them when they start to go back to their instinctual phase and they become more aquatic. So as you can see, this little guy here, I've got some white worms for, and he's a bit confused, but he ends up showing some interest. Now we've got a change in setting. I've decided to use a LED light just so we can have better visuals of that. Firstly, look at those gorgeous colorations. That's what the Japanese or the fire-bellied newt's known for. The gorgeous orange and red colorations you get on their belly. So in the light and underwater, look at them, absolutely gorgeous and stunning animals. So as you can see, he's a little bit uncoordinated. He was the juvenile that had trouble shedding his skin, and at one point I thought, okay, this is either going to go one of two ways: either that he's got genetic disorders, having a bad shed, but as you can see, he's still a ferocious eater, picked up a white worm underwater, and he's basically learning how to now eat underwater. It's actually a lot easier for them to eat underwater than it is on land, you'll find, because they actually use a suction method rather on land, where they're trying to actually gobble the worm down their throats. Otherwise, Max from Reptile Fanatics, like and subscribe if you love the content. Otherwise, stay tuned for the next one.